Salsa shark. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
I hope everyone's doing well this week. Just didn't do. I'm sorry. I don't know where my head's at. I'm still getting over the Sabres losing in overtime, the Bills losing in overtime, and then this last episode of The Walking Dead here. So my mind's fried right now. Last week I mentioned that there was going to be a surprise that we're going to be filming on location. Kind of true. I didn't really do too much filming because it was dark out, but my wife and I went to New Jersey. We had a little road trip to New Jersey. We saw the Sabres game. But we also made a couple stops to where the movie Clerks was filmed. We went to Red Bank, New Jersey, which is like a beautiful little town. Like if I ever need to relocate, like Red Bank, New Jersey is going to be like almost the top of my list. So we went to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, which is if you watch Comic Book Man on AMC right after Walking Dead and Talking Dead, that's where they filmed Comic Book Men, and Jen and I went inside, and it's awesome inside. Like as far as comics, movie memorabilia for any of the View Askew films, like Clerks, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Mallrats, Chasing Amy. Got to see the Buddy Christ, which was pretty cool. Took a picture of that, and we also I got cashed out by Walt Flanagan, who is on Comic Book Men, and it's real cool when you see somebody who's on TV and you meet them in person and they're real down to earth and real sociable and personable. And this dude was awesome. Like we talked about he's a huge Devils fan, New Jersey Devils. So he mentioned he was going to the game. We told him that we were going to the game, and he was real cool, asking when we thought the Sabres were going to trade Miller. And then what else did he say? Oh, he predicted the outcome of the game, or he kind of said, well, he goes, I hope that the game goes to overtime, but ultimately the Devils win. We kind of joked about that, but it was cool because he'd already cashed us out, and usually at that point it's okay, have a good day. But he took the extra second to go on about the hockey game, and it was real cool. It was real cool to see somebody with that kind of celebrity status to take the time to engage in conversation. I thought that was really cool, and again, the store itself is amazing. So if you ever get a chance, go check it out, because as we were leaving in passing, I was kind of like, I listen to your podcast. I really enjoy your podcast, and his ears perked up, and he asked which podcast. And I told him it was Tell Him Steve Dave. That's the one he's on, and he was like, here, and he gave me a little pin. It's nothing too much, but it's a little token of appreciation. Anyways, so then from there, it's from 10 minutes from there is where Clerks is filmed. It's at a quick stop convenience store, and that's in Leonardo, New Jersey. But so we get there. It's dark by this point. So we walk in, and immediately as we walk in, there's three teenagers standing right in front of the door, and both Jen and I are kind of like, we're both thinking about those stories that have been on the news recently with the teenagers just like coming up and popping people in the face and knocking them out. I forget what they call it. But we're both thinking about that as soon as we walk in, and it looks so much bigger in the movie. Like, it is the tiniest little place. Like, the outside is as big as you probably think it is, but the inside of the convenience store, that part of it, it is so tiny. It is so tiny. But yeah, so we walked in, we grabbed a couple things. I was going to ask the guy if we could take some pictures, but with the teenager standing by the door, that was kind of sketchy. I went to go pour myself some coffee. The coffee was completely burned. I'm like, nah. But then there was the best part of it, though, was that there was this guy that was standing at the front of the register, right? Had about 30 scratch-offs in his hand, and he's going to town. And he's everything he's scratching off, he's like, $100, $500, $500, $2. And he's standing there with his girlfriend, who's just watching him, and we're talking like, late 50s. He's got the mullet going on. It was hilarious. I'm like, this guy fits right in the movie. I don't want to say it was sketchy, but Jenna Marie was visibly uncomfortable, so we kind of walked out, and I'm like, hold up, let's take some pictures. And she's a couple feet in front of me, but no, we got some nice some pictures right next to the sign, and right next to the video store, which is now closed, unfortunately. But you look in, you can still see some stuff in the windows, and they still have the sign out front. So it was really cool to actually go there, because like I said in last week's video, it is kind of like the mecca for independent filmmakers, because what it really teaches me, at least, or the perspective I have about it now, is being able to do so much with so little. Okay, well, the second part of this video, what I wanted to address is I've been asked, are you going to be filming on the camera that you're shooting on right now? And the answer is no. What I'll be filming with is a Canon Rebel T3i, filming at 24 frames per second, which is when you watch a movie, that's what you're watching. It's got that film-like quality, so it will look like a actual film. It won't look like one of these videos that I'm doing right now. But I'm gonna post some stills of what the Canon Rebel T3i can do. But no, it'll be done professionally. And what I'm doing now is I'm getting myself acquainted with the workings of the camera itself, because I will be doing most of the filming. So that's my video for this week. Thank you, and I'll keep everyone posted on with more updates. Also, I got myself a Kevin Smith shirt. So, thank you.